Good morning, everybody. Today is Feel Good Flow. And I don't think anything makes me feel better than my dog, Parker. Hey, buddy. And you promised that you would be good today. Everybody sends those pictures of them and their dog. So we're going to try this. I know. But if you... I just started. Oh, no, it's okay. You can say good morning.
I was just going to say good morning before your stream started. Yeah.
I just turned it on. I was going to try to do it with him, but I don't know how that's going to work.
Do I need to collect him?
Look, I'm going to give him a chance to be good before I eject him.
Sounds fair.
All right. I love you. Good luck on your final.
Thank you. Love you too.
Love you. See, that's the joys from working from home. I get to be with my family. All right. Let's see if I can see you guys here this morning. There we go. I found you. Nice. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Melody and Amanda. Oh gosh, I didn't realize that my hair looked quite so bad. You guys love me either way, I'm sure. All right, so we get our coffee. We have a little bit of coffee talk before we start. So today is Feel Good Flow. And what do I mean by feel good flow? So a lot of times when we practice, because this is day 31, believe it or not, 31 classes, no repeats. Each one of those classes has had a theme or a focus or an intention. And today's practice is just to feel good. Do poses because when you're doing them, your body feels better. Nothing other than that. And there are a lot of poses like that when we stretch our calf. And every time we stretch our calf, we go, man, that feels good. Why didn't I do that at home? We're not trying to work a certain muscle group. We're not trying to, he wants to play so bad. That's why I can't do yoga with him. Sorry, he's distracting me so badly. A lot of times we work on a muscle group, or we try to perfect a pose, or we're working on a breath. Lay down, buddy. Lay down. Can you be good for me? Be good, okay. Thanks. Be good. He wants to play. I said the word. Go back here and lay down. Be good. You're gonna have to go be with Taylor if you're not good. Can you come here and lay down? Lay down for me. Down. Good boy. Stay. So we're going to work on what makes us feel good. And that's a playful kind of practice, but a practice that we do all those poses that other than Shavasana. We'll do that later. It's just make us feel good. That. Oh, no, Alexa's acting up too. It's going to be one of those kinds of mornings. I'm glad to see everybody. Liz, good job. Nice to see you here. Everybody slowly coming in. Yay! I don't know why it says 28 minutes ago, but I am live now. And I don't know why my screen is blurry. We'll work through that. Everybody's signing on. We got a couple of minutes. Feel good flow. Yay, I like hearts when I get them. Good morning, Susan. Nice to see you. Feel good flow, which is what we need in quarantine anyway, right? Not sure how much longer quarantine's gonna work. The world seems at odds with one another. All right. We got just a couple of minutes. Why don't you guys just check in and let me know how your body's doing? So with today's practice, we shouldn't need any props other than a blanket if your knees tend to be sensitive or not. We'll do a lot of floor work. Not as much floor work as we did yesterday. Gosh, what did we do yesterday? I can't even remember. They're running together. Yesterday wasn't warriors. Neck was yesterday. So we did a lot of stuff on the floor. Great, thanks to you. I've lost weight and becoming stronger. I am so excited. Thank you for that. I found your weight. I too am stronger, but it's because I've been carrying around the extra weight. It's all that quarantine food. You get bored? Oh, put something in the air fryer. Good morning, Marissa. I'm glad your body's doing good. Susan, neck. Oh, yeah, that's what we did. Good morning, Jessie. I like it when people say good morning and then they put the smiley face because, you know, that makes me smiley. Yes, I have Jessie's pants on. So my dear friend Jessie is an artist, and I have this original painting. It's hanging in my living room. Then she took the painting that she gave me and turned it into tights. So, if you can't tell what it is, this is a head of a snake. And this is a rat or a mouse sitting on top of its tail, and they're looking at each other. And so I named it Unusual Friendships. And then my son walked by and laughed at me, and he said, no, lunch. So either this is Unusual Friendships or lunch. I'm not sure, because he's way funny. Good morning, Angela. All right. I know. I can't say his name out loud or he'll come over here again. He just finally settled down. He's being good. So I can't say the P-L-A-Y word or the P-A-R-K-E-R word. Or he'll be all on me again. Good. I'm glad you need this. Everything about today is just feeling good. So the way to try to tell you about today's practice is without having that we have the intention and attention of practicing and keeping the body moving, yes, but we don't care if we're perfect. We're not trying to perfect anything. We're not overly focusing on one part of the body. We just want to do poses that give us that stretch that goes, oh. So it's kind of the way I would say it is if you guys have ever been to get a massage and you have the massage that's the deep tissue that's getting rid of those tendons that are pulled or a neck that's out, and you're like, ow, 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 ow. Versus when they start going with those warm rocks, and yeah, that is the kind of practice we're going to do today. Good morning, Alicia. Good morning, Valerie. So especially Alicia and Valerie, I have a guest star today, co-host. Good morning, Barbara. I just saw you sign in. All right, we got one more minute and we'll get started. I'm glad you guys are doing good. Get settled. Again, this is a feel good flow. And if your knees are sensitive, you may want a blanket for your knees. But other than that, you shouldn't need anything. We're just going to be rolling around on the floor, just doing the poses that feel good. Now, keep in mind, I'm going to be doing poses that feel good to my body. Your body's going to be different. So we're just going to try to do a general stretch on everything. And those poses that you go, you feel better immediately after you do them. And we know them, but we forget to do them at home. Yes, he has his own space as my co-host, but I can't say his name or he will be back. If you guys tuned in right away, like Susan did, you'd see he was like all on me. So he's finally calmed down. Oh, I saw that Jessie with your dog. on Facebook where you guys are out for Earth Day. That was cracking me up. Your water dog. All right, everybody looks like we're signing in. So we can get started. I'm so excited. I love the coffee talk part in the morning. And I am only feeling a little bit guilty that when I post this to YouTube, the people who go to YouTube to watch the video have to deal with us chatting for like 5 or 6 minutes before they start. But only this much guilt. Yeah. Okay. We are going to get started. Oh man, you caught my mat all dirty, dude. Alright. So we're just going to sit comfortably, lift the pelvic floor, pull the navel in, chin comes to the chest. We feel the back of the neck stretch. And so instead of setting an intention or an attention, unless it's just to feel good, I don't want you to put any type of goals or, what's the right word? Words aren't working for me today. I don't want you to put any responsibility on this practice other than just to feel good. So maybe you dedicate your practice today. Maybe you dedicate it to yourself. I'm dedicating it to myself to feel better. We find our breath. No, sir. Lay down. And then from there, we're going to open our eyes, lace the fingers together, and stretch out. And then from there, we're going to turn to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Left shoulder comes down, right hand comes up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly, we come back up. And back to the center. Hands come out and up. And over to the left. Tall spine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right shoulder down, left hand up. Good morning, Mimi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly we come back up. And back to the center. Nice big stretch. Lengthening out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly we come back up. We're going to change the cross. I think another reason why everybody seems to like this warm-up that I do is it already has that feel-good factor, and we're just going to add more feel-goods into it. We're going to let that right arm come down. Left arm stretches. It gives us a chance to kind of connect to the floor and download, or if we're doing it in the morning, a chance to kind of slowly start. 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope, not 6. Hand comes up. Bend at the elbow. And stretch it through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Unwind and lengthen. And slowly come up. Left arm comes down. Right arm reaches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hand comes up. Bend at the elbow. Twist it through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Unwind and lengthen. Slowly we're going to come back up. Roll those shoulders back, look up towards the sky, open through the heart, through the throat. Breathing in, smiling, and forward folding, hands come up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hands come down as we come up. Backs of the hands come together, roll back body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And gently release. We're going to put those hands down right ear, right shoulder. Left ear, left shoulder, just checking in. Back to the center. So now we're going to stir the pot. I always like stir the pot. Feels good in my torso, kind of gets my digestion going if it hasn't already started this morning. So we're just going to do big circles. And it doesn't matter which direction. Good morning, Jeannie. Yes, I have my co-host, but I cannot say he who must not be named because he'll get in my face again. So we're just slowly making circles. Feeling that work. You're going to feel a lot of pressure through the glutes. And we're just breathing and smiling. Having that little chat. The next time we make it to the front, we're going to change directions and go the other direction. Nice big stretch. Good morning, Wendy. So we're just working through it. And today's practice, again, the only goal is just to feel good. Do what you can. Maybe it's just showing up and commenting to your friends in the comments. Sitting cross-legged on the floor. Maybe that's the only pose you do. Okay. We want to feel good. We want to take an opportunity to spend an hour feeling good instead of having anxiety over the world. We're going to stop and come up. And then bring the chin to the chest. Feel the neck. Feel nice and straight and tall. And then we want to continue to work this area. We're going to do this little twist. I like the rocking motion of this. So we put the hands on the shoulders. And we're just going to rock back and forth. Maybe you get a little snap, crackle, and pop going on in the spine. And normally when we do this pose, we try to coordinate our breath with the twists. Don't. Just enjoy your practice. Move and wiggle. That's how children learn. That's how children have fun when they're growing up. And if we spent more time like that, that inquisitive, playful learning, we'd definitely be happier and a whole lot smarter, right? And gently release. Let those arms come down. Maybe some shrugs, maybe some rolls with the shoulders. Remember to go forward too, which is always harder. And release. We're going to put the bottoms of the feet together. Tall spine. And forward folding. We're bending at the hips. Right at those hip creases. Lengthening through the crown of the head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift those knees up and grab and roll the back. Nice work. And we're going to lift those knees up and switch and roll the back. So it's so funny, and I'm going to totally draw your attention to it. The insert in the crotch of this pants are white. I don't have a hole in my pants. I just thought I would clarify that. Now everybody's going to look. Sorry about that. It's quite startling when you see that on screen. I just saw it there. And bring those knees in. And grab that right foot and extend up. Nice tall spine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that foot comes down. Left one comes up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to put those feet down and we're going to drop the knees over to the left. We're going to sit up tall, trying to push right hip down towards the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And up. We're going to switch to the other side. Tall spine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those knees come up. We're going to extend those legs out. Nice little bounce. Lengthen forward. Nice stretch here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly we come back up. We let that right leg come over the left and lengthen in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly we come back up. Foot comes next to the knee. Rotate to the right. Tall spine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to come back to the center. We're going to grab the foot and rock it out. Nice big stretches here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the foot comes on the inside of the thigh. We're going to lean forward. So the right foot's coming over. We're going to lean forward. We're feeling that hamstring stretch. Now, I like feeling my muscles stretch. You may be in this forward saying, it does not feel good. But I like just feeling the stretch. It's like my body's waking up. It's like, And I'm trying to push my right hip back and feel that stretch. So maybe for you today, for you to feel good about this posture, even though the hamstring is tight, is letting go of your attachment of wanting to be able to put your nose down or wanting to be able to touch your foot. And maybe just cutting off that need or goal orientation will make you enjoy the posture. That's one of those things too that I noticed. Whenever I stopped keeping time on how fast I ran, I started to notice that I enjoyed running more. And hands come down and arm stretches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Booty comes right back down. We're going to take that right foot and put it in the left thigh. We're going to bend that left knee, bring it up. Bring the right knee down. Tall spine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And gently release and bounce it out. I know, right? It should be hard. I need to get a Sharpie and fill it in. I know. Marissa, you're cracking me up. And bring that left arm across and lean forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly come up. Foot comes next to the knee. Rotate to the left. Tall spine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Coming back to the center. Grab the foot. Rock them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to take that foot, place it on the inside of the thigh. Now we're going to lean forward over this leg. So we're going to slowly come forward and feel that work. And again, when we feel it, no attachment to it. And that way you enjoy the body just moving, getting sensation, enjoying the fact that you had a body, that you could get up, that you had the means to get online and practice today. Just really is a feeling of gratitude. 3, 4, 5. As we come up, left hand comes behind, press down to come up, lengthen through the side body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And put the booty right back down. We're going to take that right foot and place it into the thigh. We're going to bring that right knee up, left knee down. Nice, full work here. Feel that stretch, side body, and it may be you're here today. No problem. We do what we can. He's given up on me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And gently release. We're going to bounce it out one more time. See, we lean forward. And again, you don't have to touch your feet. Maybe you're grabbing your shins and bending your knees so that you can come forward. You don't have to have straight legs. Hanging forward. This is another one of those poses. If we just release the attachment of what we think we need to be doing, we'll enjoy it so much better. Now, as we come up from here, we're going to roll onto our back bodies. That's going to be a challenge. So we're going to bring those knees up. And we're going to pull those knees in and roll back. Nice little rock from side to side. And then drop those knees over to the left, but we look to the right. Nice full work here. We feel the side stretch. Twists always feel so good to me. Getting all of this tissue here in the side body to stretch. Nice breathing. We're going to extend that right foot out and see if we can maybe grab it in our left hand. And I always get this big stretch right here in my glute. And because they are so big and they get so tight and so overused, this stretch feels good to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to bring that knee in, bring him up, and then we're going to switch and bring those knees over to the right. You take a second here just to kind of sink into the posture. You feel that stretching through side body, and then you can choose to take that top leg and extend it out into your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We release. Bring those knees back to the center. So I think of all the feel-good poses, this might be in the top 5. Happy baby. So we grab those heels and we try to pull those knees down towards the floor. We feel that back body stretch. Now, you guys that know me really well have probably noticed that not a lot of the practices that I've been posting in the last 30 days have been fiery practices. I mean, there was a couple that were challenging, but most of them have been nurturing practice. That's what we need more than really working out right now. I mean, we do need to stay moving for sure, but we kind of don't need to really be worried about, do I have an extra pound or two versus your mental health? Are you sleeping well at night? Are you happy? And I want you to be happy. And extend the right leg out. Do the best you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now when we pull that right foot in, we're going to try to pull it all the way to the chin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And bring that up. Let's try the other side. So we're going to take that left foot, kick it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to pull that foot in and then try to pull that foot towards the chin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And lift. Gently release, crossing the legs, grabbing the ankles, down and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to change the cross. These are my favorite ones. They always make me feel good. These are some that we're doing right now that we can do in bed too. When we first wake up and we're trying to just see if the body's going to work, or we're trying to decide whether to start a 9-episode series on Netflix and just stay in bed all day, we can do these postures to kind of see, okay, how's my body going to respond today? Is today a good day to get up, take a shower, and get dressed? Even if it's just to go sit on the couch. And after these poses, you'll be like, yeah, today is a good day. Gently release it out. We're going to let those legs come up, flat feet. Nice big stretch. We're going to bring those legs over to the left a little bit. Feel some work. We stretched it. Now we're just contracting it back. We're putting some toning and flexibility in the side body. It feels good. But mostly what feels good to me in this posture is the weight that's being pushed down into the left glute. It helps release that muscle a little for me. We're going to bring the knees and feet back to the center, over to the right again. Weight presses down into right glute. Left one's off the floor. And we have tried to decide here, wow, I feel the work, but where does it feel good? Maybe it's in the shoulders, maybe it's in the twist, maybe it's in the glute. We bring those legs back. We pull the knees into the chest. Now, right now the Sanskrit name completely has escaped me, but this pose legitimately is called wind releasing pose. I just don't call it that. I say knees to chest. It's just a little easier, but that's the legit name of it. And we're going to put the bottom of the feet on the floor. Hands beside the feet and press down to come up. Lifting up, opening through the front of the pelvis. It feels so good. 1, 2, 3. Keep those legs parallel. 4, 5. Slowly we're going to roll down or rock those knees. Let's see if we can lift one more time. So we press down through the feet, lifting up. 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to slowly roll down. And once we roll down, we're going to cross at those ankles. We're going to roll it on up. Yay, us. Good morning, Joelle. All right, now from here, we're getting ready to do our hands and knees. And if you need a blanket, this is going to be the time that you're going to use the blanket. It's so funny. I keep shooing him off my mat, but he has to have one part that has to touch. He's so funny. But he definitely makes me a better person. All right. So we're in our table posture. And then from table, we're going to come right back into child's pose. So we have our blanket on the mat if we need it. And eventually he'll go lay down. He's very protective as his mama. And we have very noisy neighbors. So from here, we're going to come all the way up. We're going to do a sun salutation. So we lift up. And then from there, we're going to slowly come down. Inhale to table. Knees, chest, and chin. Belly comes down. And we soften to floor. You're going to lift the chest up, opening through the heart. This is going to get all those wiggles out. Because we've done a lot of poses seated. We really are trying to get that back bending because we've done a lot of forward folding and it just feels good. The belly's on the floor so the back is supported, the chest is open, the heart is open, we're smiling, we're happy. And gently we come back down. Maybe a little rock here. Maybe that makes the belly feel better. We're going to press to table. And from table to child's pose. So that's going to give you a little idea of how the flow is going to work. Because today's practice is labeled Feel Good Flow. We've just been doing poses that make us feel good, but there hasn't really been a flow yet. So we're going to start connecting those things together with that vinyasa. It's kind of like a sun salutation, vinyasa, little selective postures in between, but we're doing them on the floor. So we're going to try to do this one more time. So we're going to inhale up to table. Exhaling, knees, chest, and chin. Belly comes down. Lift the chest. Chest comes back down. Back to table. And we're going to add in that down dog. Bending and stretching. Getting some snap, crackles, and pops in through those ankles and knees. Lengthening through the back body. Filling in lower back. Really feeling connected through hands and feet. Nice long breath here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to put those knees down and come right into child's pose. Yay. All right, first posture that we're going to do in between. We're going to come up into table. From table, we're going to kick that left foot out. We're going to extend that right foot. Right arm comes up. Lift right foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the feel good part for me, where I stretch that hip forward and stretch into the hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. Hand comes down, knee comes down, back into table. Let's try the other side. Kick right foot out, extend left leg. Left arm comes up, lift left leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bend the knee, grab the foot, open through the front of the hip, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gently release, hand comes down, knee comes down. Now from there, knees, chest, and chin, belly comes down. Soften the feet. Lift the chest, opening the heart. Chest comes back down. Press to table. From table to down dog. And we bend and stretch. Bend and stretch. Lengthening through the spine. Filling in the lower back. Lengthening. And then from there, we're going to put those knees down. Come right down into child's pose. This is definitely a feel-good pose. This with happy baby is ranking up there in my top 5 of feel-good poses. Now, we're going to work through some more. So we're going to come up to table. Now, of the all-time feel-good poses, this ranks way up there. We hardly ever do it. We're going to extend that right foot back, and we're going to push through the heel. We're really going to wake up the calf, get some blood flow moving into the ball of the foot. We're going to find the breath. 1, 2, really push. 3, 4, 5. We're going to lift the right leg, extend left arm. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one's fun. 5. We're going to see if we can reach back and grab the foot. So this one's another feel good because I like this kind of stretch. I like stretching my quad, but I like the balance of it. I like that it's different. It makes me giggle because I definitely don't feel confident in this pose. It makes me feel a little vulnerable because I'm all wiggly, and that's okay. helps me accept myself. And then we gently release it. Maybe this wrist is a little tired, so give it a little stretch. Because wrist stretches feel so good. All right, let's see the other side. We're going to push with that left foot. Push through the heel of that foot, stretching calf. And then from here, we're going to lift that leg up and see if we can extend that arm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to bend the knee, reach back, grab the foot, pull it in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job. We're going to release that out. Put that hand down. Put that knee down. Knees, chest, and chin. Belly comes down. Soften the feet. Lift the chest. Chest comes right back down. Slowly we come to table, from table to down dog. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And slowly we come back down, bring those bodies down. Let's see if we can just rest the wrists next to the feet. Maybe you have to open and close those hands. Maybe a little bit of wrist circles here. And we're going to bring those hands back out. We're going to inhale up to table, but this time we're going to bring the leg out to the side first. So it kind of looks like a dog on a fire hydrant. Sorry for that description, but it's the best suited. We're going to bring this leg out to the side. Now, when we do this, we want to bend this left elbow. Don't. Keep it straight and lift the right leg. 1, 2, try to bring that knee towards your shoulder. 3, 4, 5. So we're going to continue and just bring the leg forward. Now this may be where you have to put a blanket under your knee. Maybe you're okay with everything else but this. Then go ahead and do that. And we feel that back leg really stretch. And we're going to see if we can slowly come up and then lift those hands up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Left hand comes down. Right hand comes up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right hand comes back. We're going to bend that left knee and see if maybe we can grab it again. Nice work here. I like this because I like the quad stretch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gently release. You're going to bring those elbows down. Really big stretch here. Feel that work through the hip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly come up. Shifting back, lengthening through the hamstring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to bring that right knee back, but now we're going to start that same flow on the other side. So we're going to bring the left leg out to the side. Where's your breath? And I know we just want to feel good, but breathing makes us feel good. Holding our breath makes us not feel good. We're going to keep those arms straight. See if maybe you can pull that knee in towards your shoulder. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to continue that forward. And we're in this lunge. We have that right leg behind, left leg forward. We're going to slowly come up. Feel that stretch. Lift those arms up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right hand comes down. Left hand comes up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna reach back, bend that foot, grab. Really lean into the front of the hip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gently release. We're going to put those elbows down. Nice big stretch here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly we shift back, lengthen through that left leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to bring that knee back to table. Knees, chest and chin, belly comes down. We really feel flat, feet are together, thighs are pressing on the floor, 10 toes pressing on the floor. Lift that chest up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the chest slowly comes down. Maybe a little rock from side to side here. We're going to press to table. And from table, back into down dog. Bending and stretching. Feeling that work. And we're going to put those knees down and then back into child's pose. Nice big stretch. So we kind of need to get up off the floor for a little bit. So we're going to work on camel. So we're just going to slowly bring those hands in, let them help you come up. We're going to be on our knees. Now, on our knees here, maybe you turn the toes under. Maybe you leave them flat, depending on if you get cramps or if you feel like you need more stability. I'm going to put my hands on the hips because today my goal is not to put my hands on my feet. It's to feel good. Still stretch, still move. So I'm going to push the hips forward and open the heart. Really big stretch here. Feel that work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Contract belly. Look down at floor. And let's try again. We're going to push those hips forward. Turn the heart up. Looking up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Contract belly. Looking down at the floor. And we're going to gently release. Release those hands. We're going to sit back on those feet just a bit. And this may be really uncomfortable for you. And sorry about that. Just a little bit of a stretch. Modify where you need to. Just take a second to feel that set in through the quads, through the tops of the feet. And then we're going to walk that back out. Nice work. Now, so we did our camel. Let's do our vinyasa. So we inhale up to table. From table, knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga. Just knees, chest, and chin today. Chaturanga doesn't make anybody feel good, right? And belly comes down. Soften the feet. Nice little rock from side to side. Lift that chest up. Opening through the heart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good morning, Vanessa. Good morning, Mimi. And chest comes down. And table and down dog. So for those of you that are on this, or watching and having fun with me this morning, I have this very dear friend and student named Mimi. But my Aunt Maureen, my whole life, has been Mimi. So you'll hear me say, hi, Mimi, or hi, Mimi. There's 2 of you, just so there's no confusion. And lengthen, and really long backs. We're going to put those knees down and come into child's pose. I love teaching live. I've tried the recording and then uploading for you guys, and it just
wasn't successful enough for me because I lost the connection of the student. That student-teacher connection really keeps me going in the practice. And as you guys leave comments, I can change the practice up. Getting a chance to talk to you and interact with you while I teach really makes a difference. So teaching live and then putting it to YouTube really works for me. I mean, it might be something better for you too. And then from here, we're going to come back to table. We want to get another twist in. I really like this twist. Right arm comes up. We're going to take this right hand and thread it through. So right shoulder goes down onto the floor and we're trying to rotate. And this is a nice twist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shifting back, come to table. Left arm comes up, threading through. Nice twist here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gently release, shifting back, coming to table. From that table, knees, chest and chin, belly comes down, and lift the chest. Thank you for your kind words, Wendy. It means a lot. Yes, Cynthia, he has his own mat. Even though there's a struggle for this mat, him wanting to use it, he has his own. We're going to lift the chest up and down. We're going to come to table, from table to down dog, bending and stretching. Lengthening out, nice long bodies. Now, we're going to put those knees down and we're going to address the wrists. This posture makes me feel, my arms feel good in the sense that they get a little bit of a challenge and I didn't know that they were stiff. So we're going to come to table. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to take the backs of the hands, put them down on the floor, feel that stretch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to release those wrists out. But now this next pose is we're going to take that right hand and we're going to twist it all the way around. So the fingertips are coming and pointing towards the knee. We're going to take the left hand and twist it left so the fingertips are towards the knees. Now, really big stretch here. You feel that, right? The more you start to bring your booty towards your feet, the bigger that stretch is going to be. And so a lot of us are working from home. A lot of us are on the computer all day. This is definitely going to help with your keyboard skills and the cramping you might get in your hands or your wrists. It's going to release a lot of tension here, making some space in those wrists. Now, we're going to shift the shoulders forward some. That's going to release some of the stretch and weight so that we can lift and spiral right hand back. Then lift and spiral left hand back. We're going to slowly come back into child's pose, stretch it out, come up onto the fingertips here, let the head come through, feel that work. I think I'm going to rename this practice when we're done. I'm going to name it Feel Good Floor Flow. That's a whole lot of fuzz. Triple F. Feel Good Floor Flow. And gently release those hands down beside you. Open and close those hands again. Let's do a full little floor sun salutation. Arms out. We're going to inhale all the way up onto the knees. Big stretch. Maybe you can open your heart a little bit. Exhaling, forward folding. We come right down into a child's pose. From child's pose, we inhale up into table. From table, knees, chest, and chin. From there, the belly comes down. Flatten the feet. Lift the chest. Nice work. We're going to lower the chest back down. From here, we're going to press to table. From table to down dog. Now, I like how pigeon feels. A lot of you really don't like the way pigeon feels. It's too much in the hip. It's too much in the knee. So we're going to try, since today's focus, even though we don't have a theme, it's just feeling good, right? We're going to try to do pigeon in a way that feels better to everybody as a rule. So we're going to bring those knees down, and we're going to try to make our way to our booties, because we're getting close to the end of the practice. So I need you guys kind of just to watch for a second. So when we do pigeon posture, this is how that pose normally is, right? Normally there's one leg forward, one leg back. So this shape right now with my right leg forward is a 7. So one leg's up towards the chest, the other leg's back, right? And normally we're about here. You can recreate that on the floor with the spine straight. How will that work? And that's the one we're getting ready to do. That's going to work by laying down and pulling the ankle and the knee in towards the chest like a 7. So let's see if we can do that. Let's all lay down on our back bodies. Maybe you roll down and take a little rock as the knees come into the chest. You're going to let the left leg float down to the floor, and then you're going to rotate that right ankle over and right knee out. So I like to hold at the ankle bone instead of grabbing my foot like this, because I don't want my ankle to bend. So I'm grabbing that ankle here and pulling it over, grabbing right knee and pulling it in towards the chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice work, right? Pretty good, not too bad. Maybe a little rock for you. We're going to gently release that leg. We're going to put the bottom of the foot down first so that we can get this knee up. Maybe rotate over, see if we can then extend that right leg out. So again, my right hand likes to grab at the bone on the ankle. Left hand's grabbing the knee. Pull in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gently release that out. Put the bottom of that foot down. We're going to bring that other one up so both feet are flat. Windshield wiper those legs. Feeling that work. Side to side. Now we're going to get a deep spiral twist in. And this one is my most favorite. It feels the best to me. So we're going to put the left foot in the center. Right leg crosses over. And we're going to kind of squeeze in tightly. So my right leg is on top of the left. I'm squeezing in tightly. Lift the booties up. Slide the booty to the right about 6 to 8 inches. Then spiral the legs over to the left. Sounds like a lot of directions until you get into it. And then you're like, oh yeah, that's a good twist. We try to keep right shoulder down on the floor. Finding your breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bringing those knees back up, uncrossing the legs, back to the center. We're going to let the left leg come over. Lift the butt, slide it to the left about 6 or 8 inches. Drop those knees over. Nice work here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From here, we're going to slowly come up, unwind, and back to center. Hands come beside the body. Our hands are down here. We're going to press and lift up. Nice tall spine as we lift. We feel that work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly rolling back down. Windshield wiper those legs. Nice work here. And we're going to get ready to end that practice. We're going to slowly lengthen those legs down, resting to the floor. We feel those feet relax down as we soften into the floor. Maybe shift and move blankets and bolsters if you need them. We release the shin and the calf. We move through the knees and the thighs and into the glutes and pelvic belly. We release the lower back and navel, mid back and solar plexus, shoulder blades and heart. We lift the collarbones and lengthen the neck. We soften the face and find the breath. Finding a breath that feels good to you, but honestly, deep breaths feel really good. So does sighing. So maybe your breath goes like this. It just lets that body collectively rest. Try again, maybe. Releasing what no longer serves you. So for those of you at home, absolutely continue to stay here if you would like. But we may want to start moving those wrists and fingers and wiggle just a bit. Maybe we bend one knee and then the other, putting the bottoms of the feet on the floor. Maybe a little windshield wiper with those feet and knees. Maybe we can pull those knees into the chest, stretching it up. Maybe we can roll to the right side. And then slowly we push up to a comfortable seated position. Sitting comfortably. Once we make it into that seated position, we allow the head to turn to the right. We allow the head to turn to the left. And back to the center. Hands come to the heart. We remind ourselves of all the amazing things we have in our life to be thankful for, and each one of you is on my list. that we have the ability to practice, the space to practice, to be together, to be alive, to be present. We send out love and kindness and compassion to everyone because we all need it. We're going to end the practice with an Om, if you're comfortable with that. Inhaling. Bowing forward in such appreciation and respect. Namaste. Peace be with you. Go safely. Thank you for practicing with me. I appreciate you joining me every morning at 9 a.m. to allow me to share yoga from my house to your house. I like that we get a chance to chat and drink coffee and have our dogs present and be together. It really helps us stay cohesive and connected in a time that's kind of crazy. Again, share this video with your family and friends if you think that it might help them. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. And if you would rather do YouTube later, I transfer everything right over to YouTube, so you can go there and subscribe, give it a thumbs up. It'll help your friends and family find yoga on YouTube faster. Love and joy to you.